breaking news. This is News Channel 5 this morning.
Good morning, everybody. We do begin with breaking news that we're following at this hour. Police say they are trying to capture two armed men who they say broke into a Denver middle school overnight.
No one was inside at the time. Janitors reported the break-in at the Noel Middle School just after midnight. We're told the men have rifles, wearing backpacks. There's concern they may have explosive devices with them. A SWAT team has been called in. Again, this is out in the Denver area. Police say they're using the school's PA system to communicate with them. We're keeping an eye on that breaking news, and we'll let you know as soon as something happens on that story.
It's been so busy overnight. We're also following developing news out of New Jersey this morning.
That's right, and boy, that's a crazy story. A man opened fire at a mall, sending employees and shoppers scrambling for safety in New Jersey. Jerika Duncan has been watching the story overnight from the New Jersey area. She joins us now with the very latest on this developing news. Jerika.
Police say that the gunman fired at least 6 shots inside the mall, and they say it appears he had no plans on leaving this place alive. SWAT team members stormed the Garden State Plaza Mall in Paramus, New Jersey. A gunman opened fire just before closing time. Police have identified the suspect as Richard Shoup of Teaneck, New Jersey.
There was no one that was injured in this incident. There was no individual that was struck by anything. Other than Mr. Shoup taking his own life.
These women came face to face with the shooter.
Out of nowhere, the guy walks right past the front door, and he's like just shooting shots in the air.
He paused for a second and just looked inside the store. I just froze.
Security immediately put the mall into lockdown. Many customers and employees hid inside stores until police could escort them to safety.
Keep those hands up.
This cell phone video shows people being led out of the mall.
It is the scariest thing when you see the SWAT team coming, waiting at the door for you to come out.
Police worked through the night clearing the mall, making sure everyone inside was safe.
We go store by store, room by room, and that takes quite a while in 2.2 million square feet.
CBS This Morning senior correspondent John Miller says police in New Jersey have run through active shooter drills at this very facility.
They are literally familiar with the territory inside and this dynamic because they've already done this search in the training mode.
It is still early in this investigation, so police say they are not sure at this point what motivated that man to come into this mall and open fire, but you can see the barricades behind me as an indication that the mall is still closed, and officials say it will remain closed today. Back to you.
All right, Jerika, thanks very much.
Channel 5's Jennifer Reyes outside the CJC. And Jennifer, this wasn't the only thing police found.
No, Amy, they also found marijuana grinders and digital scales with marijuana residue still on top of them. But that is the least of the problems for this individual after police searched through the home and then found a very disturbing thing in his bedroom. Police say on the floor of his bedroom was a pipe bomb. A pipe bomb. The bomb squad had to remove it very carefully. And at this point, they have yet to determine what sort of explosive material it contains. No one was hurt, luckily, when they removed it, and we don't know at this point if they detonated this device outside the residence. But the man responsible for all of this is 26-year-old Lamont Bailey, and police had actually gone to his house searching for him for an outstanding warrant that he had because he allegedly was involved in 2 earlier robberies that happened a couple of days ago. But this morning he is behind bars looking at several charges, including one for owning a prohibited weapon. Reporting live outside the Criminal Justice Center, I'm Jennifer Reyes, News Channel 5 HD.
Now to breaking news out of Nashville this morning. Police are investigating a hit and run that sent a woman to the hospital, and this, we're told, happened early this morning, about 2:30, in front of Club Miami. On East Thompson Lane, police believe the woman was hit by a drunk driver leaving the club. The victim was transported to Vanderbilt Medical Center with a few bumps and bruises, but we're told she is expected to be okay.
A popular meet and three, some say the most popular in town, might be shut down today after an early morning fire.
New for you this morning, News Channel 5's Jennifer Reyes live at the scene this morning. And Jennifer, can you update us exactly what's going on there?
Sure, Amy. The owner is actually here, Rose Arnold. We spoke with her this morning. She tells us that she had someone look at the deep fryer yesterday, and apparently the person who was looking at it, fixing it, didn't turn it off. So it caught on fire and smoked up the whole place. Luckily, though, there was someone who was by the area. They saw the smoke and called the fire department. The firefighters, when they got out here, they say that there was heavy smoke coming from inside the building. News Channel 5 was the first crew on the scene and the only channel you'll only see these images. Firefighters, as you can see, took out some pots that were still smoking from the kitchen, and they might have been near that grease fire that started it all. Fire officials say they got here just in time. Otherwise, they could have had a different outcome.
It would have been a big building fire, but they got it before it was still, the fryer was the only thing on fire. It didn't get into the building. We got here that quick.
And luckily, no one was hurt. The only damage really to the building was smoke damage. In fact, the owner tells us that right now she's just cleaning up after the firefighters that were inside the building, and they'll likely have to repair the front door because firefighters had to break that in order to get into the building. But she is expecting to be open for business later today. Reporting live, I'm Jennifer Reyes, News Channel 5 HD.
Now with breaking news. This is News Channel 5 This Morning.
Good morning, everybody. We are following breaking news. House fire in Franklin. You are looking at cell phone video shot by our own Steve Hayslip. As you can see, the home was fully involved with the fire apparently burning out of control. Now, Steve is there now live for us. Hey, Steve, I know you talked to homeowners just a short time ago. This just looks awful.
Yeah, it was awful, Amy. A sweet couple. Luckily for them, their 36-year-old son, who lives with them in another part of the home, was staying up late doing laundry, smelled smoke, and thought maybe he had left a cigarette somewhere. He's looking around, realizes that at that point there is smoke throughout the house. He races in, gets mom and dad up. They feel like the fire began in a ventilation fan in a small bathroom. They could not get the fire out. They raced out of their home, only to see it completely engulfed in flames. By the time the firefighters arrived just a few moments later, both Franklin and Williamson County, the home was fully involved, and it is completely destroyed. Luckily for them, they did make it out. I talked with the homeowner just a short time ago.
We just woke up, found some smoke in the house, investigated, realized the house was catching fire, got out and called 911.
They did exactly what firefighters say you should do. They did not grab anything. They just got out of the house. And boy, all too often these stories we hear of an overnight fire end in tragedy. The only tragedy here, the house is completely gone, but they're safe. They would have lived in this home 20 years tomorrow. That was their 20-year anniversary. Now it looks like major renovations are in order. Again, the house completely destroyed. The Red Cross is here. Some really nice neighbors are helping out the family as well. But that's the scene from Franklin right now this morning. Amy, back to you.
All right, Steve, we're so sorry. Please pass that along to the family. I can't imagine losing everything like that. But, you know, we want to point out, too, that you were on your way into work this morning when, you know, you saw this fire, right?
I did. In fact, I was on my way in and I saw several fire units pass me by. So I came up Hillsborough Road. This is a heavily wooded neighborhood. The homes are set back a little bit from the road. It's off of Bobby Drive. A lot of folks know where that is in this part of the woods down here between Grassland and Franklin High School area pretty much, but Hillsborough Road. But it's just off Hillsborough. And several fire units. In fact, they've got this dead end now is completely sealed off. You can't even make it down this section of Bradley. It dead ends about an eighth of a mile down the road. The house is just behind us here, about 4 or 5 houses off to the left. We're going to work our way up there, but right now they've got this road shut down right now.
Yeah. All right, Steve, thank you. We'll check back in with you, of course, throughout the morning today for updates on what's going on at the scene.